What's going on, everybody? This is David from Work and Stretch. I think we're in about day 7, 10, whatever it is. I don't even know, depending on where you are, right? So, I know we've been catching up on all our documentaries, and thanks a lot to everybody who let me know how the Tiger one ended. All right, so what goes on when you're sitting on the couch for documentaries on end is your hip flexors, especially the psoas, get a little bit shorter because they're adapting to the new length that they've been in for the last however long. All right, so I want to show you a couple things that can help you open them up a little bit. I suggest maybe this is my favorite. I mean, if you ever see me, you're going to see me. Whoever I'm working with is going to be doing leg swings before we get going. Since it's directly related to the muscle that we're going to stretch, we might as well warm it up a little bit, right? So I'm going to plank one leg. I'm going to firm up my abs a little bit. Just get a couple leg swings going, just to kind of get some blood flowing, to get the synovial fluid kind of to a better viscosity. So basically a little more, get the lube going in there, right? All right, again, I'm going to hit the other side. You can just do it along with me. Get up, let's go. Turn the abs on a little bit. Try to find a nice neutral posture. You can, whatever that is to you, and we'll work on that as we go. All right, so I'm gonna turn on my abs a little bit. Pelvic floor if you can. If you don't know how to turn on your pelvic floor, ultimately it's like you're stopping the flow of urine. All right, we can all do that. Oh, well, you should. All right, so I'm gonna get the legs going. All right, you get the idea. 10, 15, 20. I mean, if you feel like you're gaining mobility, if you keep going, then go ahead and keep going. Nope, not a problem. All right, so the psoas, it starts deep in the belly. It's on the anterior side of the spine, and it goes down to your inner thigh, right about so. It opposes your quadratus lumborum, right there. All right, so and maybe your back's hurting, and that's potentially because the psoas is a little shorter than it wants to be, and it's tugging on the anterior, the front part of your quadratus lumborum, right? So we're gonna make it a little bit longer. All right, so what I like to tell a lot of my clients is to imagine if they got big old Texas belt buckle. Mine's at the cleaner right now, otherwise I'd have it on. I mean, obviously. Or whatever belt you got. Or just imagine, that's what I'm gonna do. So along with that big belt buckle, you got the belt going around. And what I want you to do is start kind of like so, more or less neutral. I'm going to slide one leg back, all right? And then I'm going to go ahead and take my belt buckle and kind of bring it up, all right? I'm squeezing my glutes. I got my abs activated. I'm going to go ahead and start looking up a little bit just to kind of bring the stretch up a little bit. Don't force it. Be gentle. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna do it forward, just so you can, and I'm gonna do the other leg. So we're standing up straight, got my foot back, belt buckle coming up, abs are on, turning my head up a little bit, squeezing my glutes, pushing my hips forward just a little bit, and again, be gentle. All right, you don't need to force it. All right. So hopefully that'll give you a little bit of length back, and what that'll do is it'll keep the back of your hips from being up too high, and it'll bring it back to a little bit back to neutral. All right, so give it a go. Let me know what you think. Feel free to leave me a message. I'm more than happy to get back to you. Thanks a lot. All right, and obviously we've all been stuck indoors, but we're going to use the door to our advantage now. All right, we're going to do a doorway stretch. I'm just going to show you a couple of little things that I look for to perform it. All right. So again, I like to find start and stop, right, or neutral. And what I mean by start and stop, and it's typically when you're coming up from a squat, boom. Don't leave your hips back. Get your hips underneath you, right? While you're getting your hips underneath you, you're going to be reminded of the first part of the video we were doing. All right. So back to the doorway stretch. I want you to get a 90-degree angle. Bam, right here, and then another one right here. Black was a bad choice. All right, so I'm gonna walk into my doorway, right? I'm gonna line my forearms up with the sides of the door, right? So they're gonna run parallel. pack my shoulders down. You don't want your shoulders all over the place, and you know, you wind up messing up your shoulders trying to do this. So pull the shoulders down, like so, right? None of us have ever been in that position, right? Now I'm going to tiptoe my feet back, so I got a little bit of an angle. My elbows stay on the door frame. My hands stay on the door frame. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently, I'm not going to fall forward, but I'm going to let the top of my chest kind of come forward a little bit. I'm not going to throw myself forward. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades together, and I'm keeping my abs on. They're not. I'm not going crazy. Not flexing like a maniac. I'm just keeping myself from letting my hips turn out and arch my back too much. All right. So you got a good stretch at this angle. Go ahead and crawl your fingers up a little bit. Change the angle a little bit. Still bring your shoulder blades together. All right. Now, call my fingers up even more, and I'm going to start to drop my hips a little bit. But I still want to keep my shoulders packed down. All right. My abs are still on, and I'm going to gently let my chest move forward. All right, so I'm going to try to give you a little bit of a side angle. Let me get over here. So we're starting like this. My feet are falling back, and I'm basically falling like so. You could say it's a little bit of an external rotation. All right, because a lot of us are internally rotated, and this will help. So if we start to tilt forward, see what I'm saying? All right, I got some more for you. All right, we're not done. And I realized I dropped the phone, and I don't know how to edit, but the last one I did, I picked the phone back up and I did it upside down. I did 14 minutes of filming upside down. And I don't think you guys want to watch that. But all right, so we did a doorway stretch. We did a hip stretch. Let's kind of work on our neck a little bit, right? You don't have to do it in that order. It's just a door. It's okay to do it in that order. But, you know, you're not going to break any laws. All right, so what I want to do again, let's find neutral. All right, nice and tall, shoulders seated. We got our belt buckle, nice and neutral, right? Kind of double check. All right, so what I want to do, a couple of nice belly breaths. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to have you take your chin. I'm going to bring it down to your chest, right? That's pretty easy. Now what I want you to do is I want to gently roll your shoulders back, pull them up, and draw them down to your back pocket. Get a few more. Let's go with 2. There we go. And following that, what you can do is you can look straight up. All right. I'm not forcefully driving my chin up, but I'm driving my chin up. And I'm going to go ahead and roll my shoulders forward a little bit. You can roll them forward, back, all the directions. You can include cars, whatever you like. Just, you know, experiment, but stop if something starts feeling like it's too much. You know, there's no, this isn't a contest. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my left ear, your right. I'm going to get to my left shoulder, your right shoulder, like so. Right. I'm going to take my opposite hand or my left hand to you guys and reach in my pocket and check for some change. All right. If it's not enough, very gently take the tips of your finger right on the side of your head and pull away, kind of in this direction, right? And you're still kind of reaching down in your pocket. All right, very good. Let's do the other side. Great. So went forward, looking up, side to side. Fantastic. So now what we're going to do, a little bit of a test. All right. I'm going to face forward, and I'm going to turn the rest of my body all the way left. See how my face isn't moving? All right. Now I'm going to go the other way. Get the hips going if you want. Doesn't matter. Good, good, good. I skipped the first part. Let's pretend we're doing it now. So before we turn our body, turn our face, I can see my light switch. That's as far as my head goes. I could see some of my extra puzzle mats, floor pieces. All right. And now, so that's my starting point. And now I'm going to rotate my body. All right. And I'm holding. I'm feeling a little gentle stretch. I'm going to go all the way to the other side. Oh, there you go. Right there. All right. We're going to go one more each way for good measure. If you've had any kind of neck issues, maybe consult your physician or your neck guy. All right, just like so. All right, so let's check and see how far we've moved. All right, now I'm standing in the same place. Nice. I'm hitting a little bit past the corner of the room, and I'm standing about the middle of the room, and I'm getting about the same angle on the other side of the room. So I'm pretty even. So I just use my body in opposition to my head just to kind of wring my neck a little bit, right? All right, got some more for you. All right, and if you've got a ball somewhere around the house, go ahead and grab it. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna kind of show you how to get in your pec minor. That goes from your coracoid process down to ribs 3, 4, and 5. I'm gonna have you take the ball, make this shape with your hand, insert said ball, kind of like so, kind of like a ballpoint pen type of situation. And we're gonna use basically where the side of the A on my logo here, and all the way up kind of a little bit past the corner. All right, so this is my general area. You can kind of float around through here. You'll feel it, all right? We're looking for the pec minor. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I'll do it on this side so you have a little better angle. So I'm gonna hold it like so, start it right here, and it looks kind of weird, but whatever. It'll feel good, I promise. All right? Don't force anything. If you get that hurt so good feeling, that's good. If you can kind of roll a little plus 9 on it and kind of stay there till it dissipates, you'll feel a little bit of a pulse going on. And so when this muscle's tight, it pulls the shoulder blade kind of up and forward. In a forced couple with your levator scapula, right? So the levator scapula, you'll find that if you grab your shoulder blade, all right, there's a bony ridge, there's a little divot for your supraspinatus. Oh, I found the end of it, and there's the base of my levator scap. All right, so I'm gonna put my grip around the ball, find my levator scap, get a good spot on the wall, and roll back and forth. All right, you can use the floor, but if you haven't done these, don't use the floor, use the wall. You can control the pressure a lot more. All right, so I'm gonna roll. You know what, while I'm here, I'm gonna go and shoot it between my shoulder blades. We got a lot going on back there. Rhomboids, traps. It doesn't, you know, I mean, I can name all the muscles and that's great and everything, but right now, you get everything in between. Not too bad. Hope you're doing okay, everybody. Let me know if you need anything. We're all in this together.